and he is one of our best friends when it comes to casinos. He's been an outspoken opponent and helped us and spoken to our group, and so we really appreciate it.
I've been a legislator for 20 years now, and I think I have a perfect voting record against all gambling for all 20 years. So.
Hey!
I come from a strong Christian perspective in my personal life and my upbringing, and I still think gambling is not a proper thing to do for people. And I had a couple of young homeschool girls do some research because I was trying to think, what is the Bible verse that pertains to gambling? Because in a sense, do not gamble is not in the scriptures. And so they came up with the Proverbs of get rich quick scheme. And that really fits because you want to get rich really fast. I mean, I want to give $1 and give me $1 million back. And it erodes our work ethic as people. And that we, a lot of times, not myself, but many people that buy lottery tickets and gamble, you want to be able to think, I'm going to put it down a minimal amount and I'm going to get a big chunk back. So what do I care what I do with my money now? I'm going to win big someday. And so they have a tendency then to spend money on a lot of their necessities that puts them into bankruptcy, or they break up the family, they go to stealing, or all the different things somebody does when they become a compulsive gambler. And I had one of my brothers was that way, and it's pretty vicious when you get so that just captivates you and you can't walk away. You just keep coming back. And I forget what the appropriation is, but we have a sizable appropriation. It's in the millions of dollars that we have to counsel people who are addicted gamblers. So it's interesting that we authorize an activity that we pay out of another fund to stop you from doing it.
It comes from the admissions there's an admission charge to the casinos, and a portion of that goes to the mental health to help the addicted gamblers. So I mean, they know what they're doing. And it's the false hope, and that's why I think so many of our pastors see this, that it's the people that can afford it the least that think they're going to hit it big, and they're the ones that end up hurting the most and that can least afford it. So.
And one of the little cliches that maybe you're using now is it's a poor man's tax. Yeah. We had 3 multimillionaires in Auburn. I remember when the lottery first came in around 89 or 90, whatever it was. And those 3 guys went to lunch together about every day. And so they decided we'll each pool 33 1/3 cents each day, and you buy the ticket for $1 this day, you buy $1. They did that for several weeks and they won nothing, and they said, this is not a very good investment, and they quit doing it. Because they look at things, they're wealthy and they want to protect their wealth and stuff, and they said, this is not a good use of our money, and they quit. But a guy who doesn't have much has this hope out there that I'm going to win. And another thing, I think we should want to work for our gain in life and not just get it, just some happenstance. And it's amazing how many people who win the big lottery get 100 million, 50 million, 200 million. I think it's 70% of them in 5 years are bankrupt. You don't know how to handle the money. It's not something you worked for, and so you just kind of go wild yourself and go bankrupt. People get $100 million and go bankrupt. Doesn't seem that it should be that way, but it is. That's the statistics that are out there. Any of you have any questions you'd like to ask me?
Do you think it'll be tagged onto before the next week's over to the budget bill?
I don't think so. Mm-hmm. I think it's off the table.
Good.
And David Long, who talked to you,
yes,
I think he's taken a strong stand against that, and he's holding firm. And people have said if it does get into the budget, that will weaken him as a leader. Mm-hmm. So I think he's pretty firm. I took this stand. I got to keep it, man, or they'll walk over me the next time. So I think he wants to show himself properly strong on this issue.
We appreciate everything you do.
Yes, thank you. Well, the only bill now that is going to get voted on in the end is the budget bill. So it would go in the budget bill, which actually, when you go back to the original times when gambling got in. It was in the budget bill, and we had to put, I think it was when we did casinos, and we literally put 100 different bills in the budget bill to get enough legislators to get 51 representatives and 26 senators. I mean, they just loaded up everything anybody ever wanted to get your vote. So if you wanted a new $2-3 million park in your hometown, you know, okay, get it, I'll vote for it if you put that in. You do this, I'll do this. And it just, I mean, that's what it took to even get 51 votes. So it was amazing. It's all on the internet now, so it's all available. Pardon? Oh. I would say a word search on the budget bill would probably help you. I'm just trying to think of the words that would be in. I guess you'd have to look under casino. Casino, I would think, would be part of Racino, casino language. Just look for those words in a word search, because it's a 400-page document. So it took a long time.
Hi, Eric.
These are Fort Wayne people.
Hi, folks.
Representative Jeff Espich, Representative Randy Borror.
Say no to casino in Fort Wayne.
Well, we take great pride in the fact that for the moment we've been built in the house, so we'll see how far it goes.
It's not going anywhere in the center.
Well, they were going to raise the head in the house, and we were able to stop it.
Thank you.
I think. We'll take credit for it whether we did or not, okay? Thanks for coming down.
Thanks for coming down. You know, a few years ago, when a small little town down in southern Indiana was able to pass gaming for their community, which they all wanted. That's what the French Lick I'm speaking about. They showed up
With
for
orange,
months
with orange shirts on.
with orange shirts on.
Yeah.
And they were
Actually,
always
They did. Hi, John.
like
Hi.
this. And they did it for
Several
multiple
years, 3 or 4
several
years.
Yeah.
And just a very small group of people really was responsible for it.
And now they're in financial trouble, right?
Well, they
Well,
claim
they're
they
not.
are.
They claim
claim-
they are,
The
yeah.
owner's not, but
Yeah.
the casino itself is.
Yeah.
The owner's a multi-billionaire. So
Oh.
Yeah,
he's the wealthiest guy in Indiana, I think.
yeah.
Cook.
Mr. Cook.
Well, hopefully we'll be able to keep it out the rest of the year, so
Yes.
Yeah.
we're with you.
But thanks for
John, how are you?
Fine.
See you.
You're on the committee, huh?
I am Randy.
Any other
on the committee as an
questions?
advisor, and we're
It's good to see you.
I've got one down there. Dan Lumber, I'm Lake Township trustee.
Very good.
Just wondering how we are.
No,
Next year, not now.
Not now.
It's dead for this year.
Okay, just
Be another year.
Because I'm concerned about this gambling too, because after they spend their money gambling, you know who they come to for their milk and their eggs and their butter and their meat.
Yeah.